Now I'm going to show some examples that we did after we read novels. One of the projects that we did for some of the students, they had to create a play script, and this is just our first page, but they had to create a play script in which they wrote an entire play of, they had to have at least 3 scenes in their play, and they got to act it out with people that were also finished with their plays.
But when she walked in, it was crazy. Everyone was red-faced.
What is going on? Why is everybody so red-faced and crazy? Well, it's helpful to get that dog out of here. I'm sorry, ma'am.
The manager was mad. Too mad. The dog looked like he was having a blast.
So there's the first one, and then another one that they had to do. Here's the place. They had to write a news report, and they had to pretend that they were at one of the scenes, that they were a news reporter on the scene. And so they had several scenes that they could pick from because of Winn-Dixie, and then they got to perform their news report.
Started to howl obnoxiously. Finally, the howls got out of control and I had to bring him inside. But during a Arms Baptist Church of Naomi, there was a surprising new member of the church, a dog in fact. He was claimed to have been chasing a mouse around and even caught it. Everyone there was accused to be totally amazed. And here is our own witness of the scene, Opal India Bologna.
So meanwhile, while she's working on this, the rest of the class is writing their own and doing other projects, and that way the whole class doesn't have to stop to watch her project. That way that they can see it on Lino or in their discussions. They can watch them at a later time, and they can watch them and comment them and give them immediate feedback, and that way you're not spending so much time in the sharing part of your class. You're using your technology to save time and to get to more things. Another thing that they had to do after they read books, novels that we all read together, that some of them read one novel while others were reading a separate novel, and so it kind of worked out because they had to make movie trailers, and so it was great for, let's say a student read a book before another student. Then when they went to switch groups, then they had all these trailers to get them excited about reading the book and get them interested in reading the book. Also, I think that trailers have been kind of passed off and not used as much because they might be seen as kind of a waste of time, or that it's just too fun, or that sort of thing, that it's too just not spending the time wisely in the classroom. But I found that if you really focus on the mood of the book and the tone of the characters and the theme that's going on in the story, the students can really understand the type of music and background and the pictures, especially with the words that they're going to add in, to really capture what was happening in the book. So it shows you if they understand the main events that happened in the book, if they understand the climax of the story, as well as how to write for someone that is about to read a book, to make it interesting. Okay, here's an example of the book Holes. Going along with these types of projects, they also wrote book reviews. And in the review, they had to learn not to give away too much of the story for people that are reading the reviews in the paper. The purpose, the audience that's reading them is typically people that haven't seen the movie yet or read the book. So they had to focus on, okay, what can I make it sound so that the book sounds super interesting, so I want to read it, but yet it doesn't ruin it. Here's an example from Shiloh. Once again, capturing the mood of the book, capturing those hard moments in the book that were sad, but they came out to be a great ending. Just teaching kids to capture the theme of the book and focus on that. I mean, it's a difficult concept to understand, but now that they're getting into more emotional books in fourth grade, it's a lot easier to teach.